Yeah, here we go. The moment I've been waiting for. I don't know about anybody else, but Hydro Boost. And if you've seen the last video, we fought with, we got that 1-ton swap on this one, and tried the factory style, put a new factory style booster or a master cylinder on it, bled the crap out of it, and couldn't get no more pressure than what we really had with originally. I mean, just a tad more, not much, but you still got to pump the crap out of the brakes, get this thing to stop with the 1-ton swap in it. So found the guy, got a good deal on a used setup, came with everything. The only issue he had it pulled before I got there. I believe you guys have to bear with me on this swap because this is a first for me, but this is the line, I think it's the high pressure line where it runs down to the steering box down there. And the pump, this one is the dual V-belt style. The one I got from him, I went ahead and got the pump and everything, so this one's just a single, but it's a pretty big gap there between the pulley and the pump. So, and that one, as you can see, it's pretty tight. So I was hoping just to swap everything at once, but we may end up using the factory pump, which is fine. It's a good pump. It's I'm sure it'll work, and everything looks the same. I know the mounting brackets are the same, so hopefully that'll work. The issue I got now so far is even the bracket on the back where it hooks to the firewall has, I thought this one only had 4 on it, but there's actually 6. This bracket's the same way. It had the rod with it, thank goodness. But so it's like this. You got the 2 then across from each other. I have to get the bolts. One of them had a stud in it, but I knocked the stud out so I could get the proper size bolts. So you got the 4, 1, 2, and then up behind the plastic piece right there where the wiring harness runs, there's 2 up there. So the issue so far is access to get up behind the dash, because this truck has a full roll cage in it, so it's gonna be kind of tough getting up in there. So I think I'm gonna have to take the seat out, which shouldn't be much of a problem. It's only 4 bolts, so once we get them out, get the seat out of the way, then we'll have enough room. Get the seat out of the way and get the shop back out here and suck all the stuff out so we ain't got everything poking us in the back. And then you get up and get that piece of ductwork out of the way, and I don't know if this panel will have to be removed or not. I have to probably take it out of the way to get the ductwork out, but the ductwork will have to come out, and then we'll be able to tackle the brake booster. And this one's got cruise control, I believe, so cruise control switch might have to come out of the way. Once you get up in there, there's where your brake pedal comes up and the rod comes through. It's got that pin on it you got to knock off. But last one we put a steering column in, it was the cruise control on it. You had to unhook everything, get it all out of the way. It was a nuisance, but which it is what it is. And so once we get the seat out of the way, get everything vacuumed out, I think we'll be able to start tackling it. Which the problem we got now is rain. So I'm going to try to at least get the seat out of the way today. So I'm hoping this is going to be an easy install. Like I was saying, try not to judge, man. This is a first for me. The only time I ever had a Hydro Boost was on trucks that we got and built and sold. So this is definitely a first. But I was told the unit was good. It came off of a functioning truck that had a bad frame. So we'll see. Everything's here. The line I looked up, I'm going to take this one off. That's the end of this. Oh, here it is. I'm going to take it off, unhook it from the Hydro Boost up here and take it off, take it in to order the line to make sure I get the right one. This is off of an 86 Chevy C30. And so we'll see. But the line, if I'm right, that line's only like $23 brand new in advance, but it has to be ordered. Take 1 to 2 days to get, so we'll see there. But so we'll see about the power steering pump. I mean, I was hoping to just drop everything in, bolt it all up and go, but I'm thinking there's too much of a space here to be able to use the pump that came with it. So hopefully everything unhooks from the backside of this pump rather easy. I mean, all it really is a high pressure line. That's kind of hard to see on this one, but you got high pressure line and low pressure line. You can kind of see them there, so we'll get them unhooked. It's probably last minute unhooked, but I'm gonna get first thing is the seat, then we'll start getting the brake booster unhooked from the inside, and then the lines, and then it's ready to come off. But as you can see, there's all kinds of traffic here. We're out front on the side of the road, and of course the driver's side is facing the street, so get the seat out to where we can lay in the truck and do it without having to keep stopping and opening and shutting the door. Alright, man, get this seat out and see what we got. Oh, one good thing about this, I thought the nuts were on the inside of the firewall, so that's one less thing I got to worry about. Total of 6. So the only thing on the inside is, well, I did have to take the seat out of the way to make room to get underneath the dash, because there was no way with the seat and the part of the roll cage. So I don't think, let me get up in here. Oh, this door shut for someone takes it off. The clip that holds that rod in place, I don't know if I can get it to where you guys can see it or not, but I'll try. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. So you got yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll probably have to take this black vent off for me to get up in there, but you can kind of see it right there towards, hopefully you can see it. I got that vent, so my duckways on my way, but right towards the top of the brake pedal, there should be a clip where you can unhook that rod and get that rod unhooked. The 6 bolts, 2 brake lines, and this is a tight fit, man. So once we get all that out of the way, yeah, not much space. That's why we had to take the seat out. So I have to get this vent out of the way so I can see what I'm doing, but we'll get that out of the way. Alright, so we got the piece of tubing out of the way that runs across. Underneath, took the plastic trim piece, took it off from under the column. Then the white piece right here, trim where it goes across, that's off. Now you can see, and then we had to take off the bracket. I'll show you where it goes, but it mounts up like this here. Faces in, and that is for, you can kind of see the rub mark there. That's for your brake light switch and cruise control. So now, get some light up in here. Hopefully you guys can see. There is, I can't even see. The your rod. You can see the little pin right there. It holds it in. Once you pop that pin, that rod will slide to the side, and that's it for the inside. Then we'll be able to unhook the brake booster and master cylinder from the outside. Alright, we made it to the outside of the truck. To get the brake booster loose and the 2 lines on the master cylinder, what I'm going to do is get all the bolts loose. Actually, I already got the 2 top ones out. It's up underneath this plastic piece. You can kind of see the stud there. There's 3 down each side, and had to use a shallow socket. You can go get a deep well on it. That one's a 5/8, 3/8 drive. So we use that to get those off. And I'll probably leave the one middle one on this side, the easiest to access, on, and then get the lines loose. Then once that's it, the rod and everything's unhooked inside. Get our vacuum line unplugged. Let's figure out a way to see where it runs at and get a plug for it. But get these loose, get it off, and I won't make you guys suffer through that. It's going to take a minute, and it's fine Ohio weather. It's raining as we speak. So we'll get on it and get this off here. Alright, new problem. somebody decided to not have to worry about replacing a brake booster in the future. This line right here that you see over top of that stud is a copper tube. I'm hoping I can reach down there and get it. You guys can see it. It's like way, I don't know, it's way down in there, right there, right in the middle. That is the oil pressure gauge that they installed, and instead of running it for whatever reason, I mean, run it because they got everything else ran through here. So instead of routing it all together, they decided to drop it down in behind the brake booster. So I cannot get the booster off without unhooking that line first. So this ought to be a real treat. All right, we're getting a little closer. The Hydro Boost is installed. It's a perfect match. I'm saying this Blazer's an 88. This is off of an 86 C30. Got lucky, I had the same bracket on the back. So I know some of them do, some of them don't. But this one was like a straight fit. It was like straight on, no problem. Ordered the high pressure line for the Hydro Boost. Got it at O'Reilly's. Just got done putting it on. That wasn't bad up there. Then it runs down to your gearbox. And part number for that was, these things are cheap, cheaper than I thought they'd be. 134-01313, and that is the high pressure line. So this is a perfect fit. Issue now is I thought I was going to have to. I should have went ahead and ordered a belt when I was there and didn't think about it. But on the power steering pump, you can see the pulley there. I got to get a bigger belt. Right there where the pulley is, on the original pump, the pulley was all the way back where the belt's at. It only rode off the crankshaft. This one is going to have to ride off the crank in the water pump. So I'll have to go back. They do carry the belt. It's like $8, but I'll have to go back and order it. But so far, everything's hooking up good. I still got the brake, the rod that runs into your brake pedal. It's on there. I got to put the pin back in it. But it's like a lot of the hardest part's done. So to get the belt, we can start bleeding the system out. That's going to be a lot of fun, so we'll go over that when we get to it. And so yeah, get the belt ordered, get it thrown on. I know it's supposed to rain today, rest of today, and I think Monday and Tuesday, or Monday, I don't know, Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Thursday is supposed to be back up in the 70s, so we should be able to tackle it. All right, we'll catch you then. Here you go, Hydro Boost installed, well, at least for now. We got it. It's my son came out and we done the old if that's a little time consuming, and I showed you guys these Hydro Boost. It's the first one I've ever had to bleed. You just jack it up and you got to work the wheel left and right, and you know, and hitting the brakes, you know, to get the air all through the system, you know, to get it to come out. But we actually got it rather quick. But one thing I did notice is I got the one line right here where my hand's at. It's got a small leak in the coating of it. It's this one here, the one that comes up top. So I'll have to get that line replaced, and the seal for the master cylinder cap. You can see where it's damp, and I got a spot in the back where it was kind of leaking around the seal of the lid. Other than that, that's it. I don't know, besides the, well, I don't know if I can pick it up on camera, my power steering pulley is off just a little bit for the belt. That's an easy fix. The top bolt right here, I'm pretty sure, right here by the exhaust manifold, pretty sure I can throw a couple washers in there and it'll line the pulley up. Just squeal a little bit off and on. If you look out, the camera's probably not picking it up right, but it's off. It's twisted just a hair. So I think that was it. I think the one line, replace it, the gasket on the master cylinder cap, line that pulley up a little bit better. We're good. I think the back drums shoes need adjusted a little bit, but I mean, this thing's like right now when you hit the brakes, it's major difference in the stopping on this thing. But here is our this is the part number for the Hydro Boost line. It goes from the Hydro Boost down to the steering box. That's the high pressure line. Here's the belt we ended up going with. It's an O'Reilly's belt 7450. It actually calls for, I think it was a 7430, but with this pump, which is off of an 86, this whole system was off of an 86 Chevy C30. So the pulley on this pump is rather large, so the one that it was calling for wouldn't fit. So went back, got the 7450, I think it's 74, yeah, 7450, perfect fit. And there was one spot, I don't know if you guys can see, I had to put a little bit of a notch in the frame, not much, just enough for the line to pop up around. It was like one underneath it, wouldn't let the belt come up all the way. So put it, not enough to hurt the frame, just enough for it to come up to where you get the tension on the belt. But that's it, man. She's going. But I mean, like I was saying, we're gonna have to go back through and do it again because I got that one line I'll have to replace, so we'll have to redo the hydro boost on it again. But I am happy. This thing is so close to being ready to rock and roll, man. So close. It's getting kind of excited about it, and still needs a good bath. But it's getting there. Super excited, and I think that was it. So we're pretty much good, man. And thanks for watching, guys. On another battery. These Roll King batteries are a freaking joke. This one is first it got cold the other night. As soon as it got cold, this thing went straight down. Had to throw it on the charger. And it's crazy. But so battery in the future. But yeah, we're good, man. Well, the one belt alternator belt too, but I ain't gonna rattle on. But yeah, man, thanks for watching, guys. It's not that bad if you have the time. It actually took me a few days to do it because I only had you know, like half an hour here, half an hour there, you know, petty time that I had a chance to kill. But oh, we got that copper line for the oil pressure gauge. We got it rerouted. It's a big thanks to Jason for that because I couldn't get my hands up in there in the back. Jason, my son-in-law, got it for me, so thank you to him. And that's it, man. We're good. We're good, and well, at least until we replace that line and we get to bleed it all over again. But for now, we're good. The install is not bad. If it's something you guys are thinking about doing, I'd do it. I'd do it again without a doubt. Of course, I bought mine used on Marketplace, and I've got less than $200 wrapped up in this used system. So once I get that new line, that'll probably put me right around the $200 mark. So not bad, not bad at all. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all the comments. If anybody's got any comments on this kind of stuff, let me know, because this is definitely a first for me when it comes to dealing with Hydro Boost. But thanks for watching. Any tips or tricks, I definitely appreciate it. You guys have a good one.